Okay, got the door open. So we have the mini split system right here. This is what it looks like on the inside instead of having vents. This is interesting though because this house, it did look like the mini splits were the primary and only source of heat and air. So I think that's interesting for the size and location of this house. I usually see true ductless further into it, like in another zip code, 40203, but that's fine. It's lovely. The floors are original and have been refurbished, so there's definitely gonna be some imperfections. They don't have a quarter round, like where the baseboard meets the floor, so you can see some old, like, you know, what happens when houses don't line up in a real square way, but like just a piece of quarter round would make a huge difference in those, how that looks. It is really nicely done. It looks beautiful in person. My biggest concern when I see these houses that have been remodeled is, oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's the fridge. Is, you know, how do they do it? Like, I've walked into houses and have seen really big red flags. This one looks really good so far. So I'm so sorry. I'm very, taken aback by the inside. So you walk in, it's a big open concept, as you could probably tell in the pictures. The front window looks right out onto the street, and you've got a covered front porch. The kitchen and the living room are about the same size. So this whole area cut in half equal space. There's no real space for an additional table to eat at. So you would have to do stools right here. And then they have this stage really cute, but I don't know what you could do with this space. There's a window there. If you were okay with covering it, you could make it more storage. It's just kind of something you would have to figure out how to best use it. So this doesn't seem like the best use, right? It's a lot of space for a table and some decorations. So that would be something to think through. But like these are really, everything's really lovely. It looks like it's on the slow. Yeah, it's got the slow close hinges, a nice undermount sink. It's really pretty. And it looks like it's nicely done. Like, I'm impressed. Everything is brand new. Yeah. Okay, so again, so this is from the kitchen, front door. We're going to turn around and go down this hallway. I'll flip on lights as we're going. Oh, it's a little bit further. So this is a walk-in closet, walk-in pantry, I would imagine, because of the way the shelves and there's no hanging, so that's lovely. You even have, there's no plugs. I was gonna say it's even like a small appliance pantry, but what I was just talking about this with a friend. I would, if I were gonna have a house like this that had a large pantry, I would want to be able to put like my crock pot, my air fryer, whatever. I would have an electrician add plugs so I could literally just use them in here if I wanted. But anyway, huge pantry. Further down the hall, floors still look overwhelmingly good. There's a couple of spots that I can't tell. They're the original floors. They look overwhelmingly good for what we got. This is a nice little half bath with a fancy mirror. I love all the new technology. It does not have there's quite a bit of a step here, maybe a solid inch and a half. It's not a beautiful threshold transition that I would like to see, but not anything that I would consider a deal breaker. A very affordable fix. So this is going to be one of the bedrooms. got a, I'm guessing this is for the, okay, so it's got some sort of fan because this switch turns this on. I've never seen anything like this. It does have it, so I'm going to guess based on the disclosure, it's a mini split system. I've never seen a vent like this with a mini split or ductless. So I would have to ask. I don't know what that is, but this turns it on. So this is gonna be considered the primary because it has the bathroom off of it. Again, the floors are original and they've redone them, so they're not consistent in color. They haven't stained them they're 100 years old, so they haven't stained them in a consistent way. There's also a patch over here. So it's not, it's just like plywood instead of the plank. But then you have your bath in here. Okay. So you've got a real tall threshold without a ramp transition. This is lovely. A closet in here, which is going to be the closet for your bedroom. Where's the light for this? Okay. There's a light up there, but I don't see where to turn that on. Oh, here we go. The door was already open. So you got a light in there. Super shiny marble floor. It's gorgeous. A little less traction than a stone tile, so just take note, be careful. It has a fancy, oh my God, I want to do all these things. Okay, so I love it when houses have fancy technology. Okay, so let's turn that off. Okay, so we have this night light. Let's see what else happens. It's got a music button. I'm gonna turn that back on. Light, fan. So you've got a nice touch screen here. I don't know where I don't know how you make that work, but it's an option. It's got a rain shower head, handheld. Really pretty. Really, it seems to be well done, with the possible exception of the thresholds being a little tall. They are about 1 inch. I wish we had, and it's not even awful, I just wish we had a ramp for the transition. Dual flush toilet. There's no, you would have to either install doors or get like a tension rod or drill in. You need something probably to kind of separate the shower from the toilet, right? You can hardly see it, but there's 2 recessed shelves. It's really pretty, that's for sure. Let me get that. So we'll go back out to the primary. So the primary window here, just to the side of the house, put a nice little curtain up there. It's not going to be something that you guys use or want to have open. Okay, so we come back out here again. Our kitchen is to our left. Wait, so the side door and stairs are here. We'll come back to that. I was like, what is that? I totally missed it. So again, from the primary, we're gonna our kitchen and front door, living room are to our left here. Primary's behind us. We've got this closet. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's to the basement. I'll do that in just a moment. And then to the right, we have more hallway. Again, some patching on the floor. Typical things that you would see in a house this old. I like that this is still the plank, so you can still tell it's a patch. And then we've got the laundry area, which is lovely and large and clean and like what I would want in a laundry room. So we go out the back door. We got 2 steps down to the patio, and then another step to the yard. There's no fence. If you wanted separation, there would need to be something right here between these 2 posts and something up there if you needed it. So it does have off-street parking. It is not level to the yard, as you can see. It is also dirt. So you can come back here. It's a brick alleyway. You can pull in here. The best thing to do would be to at least gravel this, if not pave it. Probably gravel just for drainage and cost. But then you'd still have to put stairs in somewhere or walk to the edge and come up and walk across. And this sidewalk is not even. So we've got definitely several, like this is a huge, probably a 12, maybe a 9-inch depression. It's uneven. We got and the stairs are not super friendly. So if I were going to buy this house, I would do something different than what's here to make it more friendly for my body, quite frankly. It just is, it's a challenge to walk it, and if I'm thinking about carrying groceries and stuff. So anyway, we'll get back inside, but it does have an alleyway to your off-street parking. You could probably fit, honestly, easily 3 cars, maybe 4. You can see where the walls are. It gets a little bit narrower. 2 full-size cars back here. 2 I said petite, but what I really meant was compact cars here. But also, like, there's a giant crack here. There's a giant crack here. The retaining walls are definitely compromised, and that's something to think about as if we're thinking about the rain. It's going to come down here and come out right through these cracks, so it's just going to get worse. All right, so let's get back inside, and I'll go upstairs and I'll do the basement last. I'm not a fan of basements. All right. Ouch. I'm gonna stop it for a minute and I'll get us upstairs and get back.